Hey there, history buffs. Today I'm diving into a story often overshadowed by the battles and brave soldiers of the American Revolution. We're talking about the economic struggles and runaway inflation that hit the American colonies during the war. This was the hidden battle that played out in the background while muskets fired and cannons roared. Now let's set the stage. The year is 1775, and the American colonies are in full rebellion against British rule. But fighting a war isn't cheap. The Continental Congress needed money to fund the army, but they didn't have much gold or silver, so they decided to print their own paper money, called Continental Currency. Sounds like a good idea, right? Well, not so fast. The more money they printed, the less it was worth. Inflation skyrocketed. By 1781, Continental Currency had lost 99% of its value. That means what cost $1 at the start of the war now cost $100. Imagine going to buy a loaf of bread and finding out it costs as much as a horse. For everyday colonists, this was a nightmare. Farmers couldn't sell their crops for a fair price, merchants couldn't keep their stores stocked because no one could afford the goods, and soldiers, the very backbone of the revolution, often went unpaid because the government's money was practically worthless. But the story doesn't stop there. The British knew about the economic chaos in the colonies and decided to make it worse. They flooded the American economy with counterfeit continental currency. It was a deliberate act of economic warfare designed to undermine the revolution from within. So, how did the colonies cope? They turned to bartering, trading goods and services directly, bypassing money altogether. Communities rallied together, sharing resources to survive, and eventually they turned to foreign loans, particularly from France and the Netherlands. These loans were crucial in keeping the revolutionary effort alive. The economic turmoil didn't end with the war. Post-independence, the new United States faced massive debt and financial instability. It took years of effort, including the establishment of a national bank and new financial policies, to stabilize the economy. So next time you think about the American Revolution, remember it wasn't just a military struggle. It was also an economic battle for survival. The resilience of the colonists wasn't just on the battlefield, it was in their ability to adapt and persevere through financial chaos. Thanks for tuning in to this quick dive into history. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more 3-minute history insights. Until next time, keep exploring the past to understand our present.